I'm Walt Baumgartner. I work for the City of Boise Public Works Department in the pre-treatment work group. We regulate commercial and industrial businesses throughout the City of Boise that are connected to the city's sewage treatment system, collection system, and who have a discharge going to that collection system of what we call a non-domestic nature. The City of Boise owns and operates 2 wastewater treatment plants that every day, 365 days a year, take in on the order of about 25 million gallons of wastewater, treat it to a very fine effluent quality, and discharge it to the Boise River. The treatment process itself that we utilize to clean up that wastewater is a biological process. So you've got live organisms that we have to take care of and feed, make sure they've got plenty of oxygen and the right amount of food or dirty wastewater as it is coming into that plant to keep them happy to do the treatment. If those bugs, as we call them, get upset as a result of a slug load, an accidental spill from a facility, say, such as this, of some bulk amount of chemical, for example, we can upset that treatment process. And when we do that, we risk polluting the Boise River. That right there is why accidental spill prevention is important, and that's what we're going to talk about today and show you some examples of what a good accidental spill prevention plan is all about. One of the key elements of an accidental spill prevention plan is the written plan itself. The accidental spill, or ASPP, is really a living document. It needs to be kept current and updated, and everyone in the industrial setting needs to be trained on it and understand what the responses are to an accidental spill of chemical. Important element of an accidental spill program is spill response equipment. Having it located where it's readily accessible to the employees. They need to know how to use it, and it needs to be maintained and restocked when certain pieces of it are used. Here's a good example of a spill containment kit at this industrial setting. We have the necessary protective gear. Obviously, we're working with liquid detergents and chemicals. We've got splash equipment, rubber protective boots that the employees can readily slip on and enter into the area where they've got to do the spill cleanup. In the spill containment kit, we've got all the additional safety gear of rubber gloves, additional protective clothing, spill socks, which can be used to isolate the spilled material and keep it separated from a drain or from running out the door into the parking lot, and provide the necessary time to get the material cleaned up. A squeegee, obviously on concrete floors, can move the material towards a collection point where it can be picked up and containerized. Important element of an accidental spill prevention plan is secondary containment for your bulk chemicals. There's a perfect example of a secondary containment pallet for these 55-gallon drums of chemical detergent. Catches all the drips and spills into the pallet bottom and keeps it up off the floor. Another example is this rubber mat that covers a drain area that leads to sanitary sewer. Simple rubber heavy mat seals off the drain itself, and in the event of a spill gives you time to get the material collected and picked up before it gets into the drain. Another important element of an accidental spill prevention plan is adequate signage in the area where folks are going to work with these chemicals. There's an excellent example of instructions posted on the wall as to how to make the chemical transfer from the bulk tank to a day-use tank. In addition, is a map and a layout of the facility that highlights where the drains are that lead to sanitary sewer and where materials are stored. We talked about accidental spill prevention and why it's important, how it can impact wastewater treatment processes. Important elements of an accidental spill prevention program are a written plan, containment of materials and bulk chemicals, and necessary equipment for doing spill cleanup in the event of a spill. All of those elements that go into a plan, however, are only as good as the training provided to the employees on how to execute that accidental spill prevention plan. What you see here is a foaming event down at the wastewater treatment plant owned by the City of Boise as a result of a 1,000-gallon detergent spill from this industrial laundry that made its way down to the plant and was released into the basins where we do the treatment process. As you can see, it causes considerable problems and interference at the plant and resulted in a lot of manpower to be expended in order to keep the foam and material contained within the plant and not have a discharge to the Boise River. This is why it's important to prevent spills at the outset at their source. Accidental spill prevention is not only important, but it's your responsibility, and it's the law in Boise City. It's required. For more information about the Boise City pretreatment program and accidental spill prevention, you can go to the website displayed on the screen or call us at the contact numbers that are displayed there. I'm Walt Baumgartner with Boise City Public Works, urging you to remember preventing spills in the first place is better than trying to clean them up later.